Hello, this is Robert with Burcamp Advisory Group, and today what I want to do is go over the people first human resource for the talent management, especially creating a new position. So if I click on the menu bar and go to our organizational chart, what I want to do is get a holistic view of all the employees of the organization. So I can see all the different functional areas. In this case, what I want to do is focus on sales. So I'll click on the sales department and then click on the development management department. And in here, what we can see is we have one vacancy that's open. So if I click on this, you could see at least from the standpoint, the shell or the details for this position. Also have right above me is Chris McDonald, which is already allocated to this position. So you can go in and you could see this is what the view you'd get if someone's already allocated to that particular position based off of here. So just the general information about the employee information, viewing hours, working hours, time entry that they have based on here. And then the vacant one obviously is a shell until we assign someone. So one good thing about people first, what we can do is we can find a suitable employee. So depending on the employee, the criteria for this position and the employees that you have within the organization, you can go in and actually take a good look to see what would be some potential individuals that could apply for this position that we may be able to promote within the organization. So depending on the qualifications, the competencies, and any memberships that you have, if those people fill those criteria, then you could go in and you'd have a percentage based off of there from that standpoint. So it just depends on what you're looking for those particular positions. And there's a lot very customized. You can set it up exactly the way you want to. So if I come back in, we can look and see. So let's take a view for at least creating a new position. So I'll just create a new business development manager position again, just like that. So I create the job, and very easy to do. I'll just put in the month, year, and then just an expiration. I'll put this out a little bit further, and then we can come in and we can call this the manager of a quantity of 1. So we're just doing this for demonstration purposes. And what I want to do is once this has been created, which we have a new job reference in here, active from, and then we'll click back on the organizational chart just so we can see it populated. So you can see down here at the bottom now it's been populated based on area it's vacant. So it's not going to have all the information that you'd have in here, nor the information once you have assigned to an employee. But we can see here it does take inheritance. So from the organizational standpoint, if we see here, it's going to take everything from inheritance all the way down to this position, which saves you a lot of time when you create it. So you see learning courses not added yet. Occupation, we can add those things in. Successor, so if we want to find a successor or we know someone in mind, maybe we did that talent research before, we can go in and we can assign someone to it. So that would be an option for us. We can also look at the benefits in here, terms and conditions, working patterns for that particular position. Compensation we haven't put in, but we'd have the option to go in, add it in. You see, as you remember before with Chris McDonald, we had $40,000 listed in there, so we're able to do that. And then job requirements too. If we want to add more, we can add those competencies in for this particular position. Add each of those as we work off of that, and then you just kind of build this out. And these aren't set in place. You can go in and we can customize these too. So you can put in different things that you're looking for that particular position. So competencies, qualifications, and memberships in here. So it gives you a really nice flow as you go in and you set up your employees. So very easy way to do this whenever you're setting up for new positions. We also have the option under administration to go in if you want to upload your positions or you have new positions you want to put into a CSV file or a data connection. We can do that too in order to create your new positions for your organization. There's also an option once we go into recruitment and we're looking when we bring someone on. So if we're going to bring in an individual for a particular position, in this case not the exact match but just for demonstration, we see with HR assistant. Once we appoint that individual, then over here under the organizational chart, as you seen a minute ago, it would also show based on there showing that individual has been populated. So I hope you like this video. It shows you a good understanding of how easy it is to create a new position for your organization.